Over 60? 4 worst vegetables you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. The industry has spent billions to ensure you believe that all vegetables are inherently health-promoting, but for those over 60, this is a dangerous half-truth that can lead to long-term physical decline. The reality is that your grocery cart may contain specific superfoods that are actively destroying your collagen, weakening your bone matrix, and leaving your joints in a state of chronic, stiff agony. Did you know that 1 in every 7 Australians over the age of 50 already shows clinical signs of macular degeneration, or that a single medium-sized starch can spike your blood sugar as rapidly as a standard can of soda? Most seniors are unknowingly sacrificing their mobility and independence every time they sit down for a meal. Before we reveal these hidden toxins, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone you love. Make sure to stay until the very end because our top-ranked must-eat vegetable has been shown in landmark studies to rebuild your body's connective tissue faster than many expensive store-bought supplements.
The 4 worst vegetables you should never touch after 60. 1. White potatoes. White potatoes are often celebrated as a traditional comfort food, but for the senior body, they act as a high-velocity trigger for metabolic dysfunction. The primary danger lies in their glycemic load, which measures the speed at which a specific food floods your bloodstream with glucose. For an individual over 60 whose insulin sensitivity naturally wanes, consuming a medium-sized baked potato is biochemically equivalent to drinking a full can of sugary soda. This creates a spike and crash cycle that forces the pancreas to labor intensely, eventually leading to insulin resistance. A landmark Harvard study that monitored a massive group of 200,000 adults discovered that daily consumers of this starch faced a significantly heightened risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Specifically, the data showed that 1 in every 3 frequent participants in the study developed metabolic complications compared to those who avoided these starches. This constant internal inflammation eventually eats away at your muscle tissue and joint health, leading to the swelling in the ankles and the brain fog that many mistakenly attribute to simple old age. Have you noticed your energy levels plummeting a few hours after lunch? It may be time to replace these tubers with roasted cauliflower or leafy greens that protect your heart instead of stressing your pancreas. 2. Spinach. Spinach has been marketed as the ultimate health booster for generations, yet for many seniors it is a leading cause of bone density loss and agonizing kidney stones. The culprit is a class of compounds called oxalates, and this particular green contains a higher concentration than almost any other food on the planet. A single half-cup serving of cooked spinach contains a massive 750 milligrams of oxalates, a number so high it is considered off the charts by nutritional scientists. These oxalates act like a chemical lasso, binding to calcium in your gut and preventing your body from absorbing it into your skeleton. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed a startling disparity. For every unit of calcium your body manages to extract from spinach, it could have harvested 5 times as much from a simple glass of milk. This is a devastating trade-off for those over 60, for whom brittle bones and fractures represent a life-altering risk. Furthermore, for the 1 in every few seniors with declining kidney function, these oxalates can crystallize into hard, painful stones that may require surgical removal. If you have been adding raw leaves to your morning smoothies to stay strong, you might actually be robbing your bones of their primary building blocks. While we move toward the greens that actually heal, ask yourself, is your superfood smoothie actually a recipe for osteoporosis? 3. Beets. Beets are frequently recommended for their ability to manage blood pressure due to their nitrate content, but they represent a silent threat for the millions of seniors dealing with underlying kidney sensitivities. Much like spinach, these root vegetables are densely packed with oxalates, compounds that are difficult for the aging kidney to flush out efficiently. A single cup of cooked beets delivers approximately 150 milligrams of these compounds, which is more than enough to trigger a crisis in someone with a history of calcium oxalate stones. This risk is amplified because kidney function naturally slows down as the decades pass, making it harder for the body to manage this chemical load. A study found in the journal Neurological Research indicated that a high oxalate diet could cause urinary oxalate levels to rise by nearly double the normal amount in older adults. Consider the case of Arlen, a 72-year-old who began juicing this vegetable daily for energy, only to end up in the emergency room 6 months later with excruciating back pain from a surgically required kidney stone. If you enjoy the flavor, limit yourself to a small serving once or twice a week, but never make it a daily habit. For the blood pressure-lowering benefits of nitrates without the stone risk, you should look toward arugula or celery, which provide the same vascular relaxation without the skeletal cost. 4. Tomatoes. Tomatoes and other members of the nightshade family contain a natural defense toxin called solanine, which can be a primary driver of inflammation for those with arthritis or neuropathy. While the Arthritis Foundation notes that many people can tolerate these foods, some seniors are highly sensitive to the way these alkaloids irritate the gastrointestinal lining and interfere with nerve signaling. Specifically, solanine can disrupt the body's acetylcholine system, which is the network of signals responsible for your muscle contractions. For a person over 60, this interference can manifest as increased morning stiffness, muscle weakness, and a dangerous loss of balance that increases the risk of falls. Some research even suggests that these vegetables can increase the leakiness of the intestines, indirectly worsening the inflammation associated with chronic joint pain. Take Margaret, 72, who struggled with hand swelling so severe she could no longer open jars. Within just 14 days of removing these vegetables from her diet, her morning stiffness was cut in half and her grip strength returned, only to vanish again within 48 hours of reintroducing them. If you feel your joints are getting stiffer despite your clean diet, it may not be age. It may be the chemistry of your salad. As we prepare to switch to the vegetables that can actually rebuild your collagen, do you feel ready to test an elimination trial and see if your pain disappears along with the nightshades?
The 4 best vegetables you must eat daily after 60. 1. Broccoli. Broccoli and the cruciferous family represent the most effective tool in your nutritional arsenal for managing hypertension, the leading risk factor for cardiovascular disease as we age. A landmark randomized controlled trial known as the VESSEL study, conducted by the Nutrition and Health Innovation Research Institute at Edith Cowan University, revealed that consuming roughly 300 grams of these vegetables daily can lead to a significant reduction in 24-hour brachial systolic blood pressure. This reduction is clinically meaningful, with researchers noting that even a small drop of 2.5 mmHg in blood pressure can translate to a much lower risk of major cardiovascular events. The magic lies in compounds called glucosinolates, which the body converts into sulforaphane, a molecule that blocks the enzymes responsible for degrading joint cartilage. Furthermore, broccoli is rich in vitamin K, which is essential for anchoring collagen into the bone matrix to prevent the skeletal weakening that often occurs after 60. Unlike high oxalate greens, broccoli provides the raw vitamin C necessary for your body to produce the protein scaffolding that supports skin, ligaments, and tendons. For the best results, lightly steam your broccoli rather than boiling it to preserve the heat-sensitive sulforaphane and vitamin C. Adding a simple squeeze of lemon juice can further boost its antioxidant activity, making its joint-protecting benefits even stronger. 2. Kale. Kale is arguably the most collagen-protective green available for anyone over 60, acting as the superior alternative to high-oxalate spinach. While spinach lashes on to calcium and prevents absorption, kale is a low-oxalate vegetable, meaning its nutrients are actually bioavailable to your body. It is incredibly rich in vitamin K, providing several times your daily requirement in just 1 cup to support the proteins that anchor collagen into your bone matrix. This process is vital for preventing the bone density drops and skeletal fractures that become life-threatening after age 60.
Research published in the Journal of Nutrition has linked the high intake of greens like kale to slower collagen degradation and better skin hydration in older adults. Beyond its bone-strengthening powers, kale contains powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin that give your body the exact nutrients needed to maintain strong connective fibers. To maximize the absorption of its fat-soluble vitamins, try massaging your kale with a bit of olive oil and lemon juice before eating. This simple tip softens the leaves and ensures your body can actually use the beta-carotene packed inside to shield your joints from chronic inflammation. Have you been making the mistake of using a bone-blocking green when you could be fueling your mobility with kale instead?
3. Okra. Okra is a quiet powerhouse for preserving joint flexibility, primarily due to its unique slippery texture that acts as an internal lubricant. That gel-like substance, known as mucilage, is a natural soothing compound that acts almost like an internal moisturizer for your joints, skin, and connective tissues. For seniors battling stiffness, okra provides the essential hydration that your cartilage, the collagen-rich cushion between your bones, desperately needs to function without pain. It is also loaded with antioxidants like quercetin and catechins, which shield your collagen fibers from breaking down under oxidative stress. A study published in the Journal of Food Biochemistry found that okra extracts significantly reduced inflammation markers and preserved the integrity of connective tissues. Just 1 cup of cooked okra delivers a direct ticket to stronger collagen synthesis and faster tissue repair due to its high concentration of vitamin C and folate. This makes it a game changer for anyone over 60 who refuses to accept normal aging discomfort as a permanent state. If you want to avoid a slimy texture, try roasting it or adding it whole to stews to preserve the nutrients while keeping the texture pleasant. Are you ready to add this internal moisturizer to your weekly routine to protect your independence? 4. Carrots. Carrots take the #1 spot because they provide the essential raw materials for epithelial repair and collagen regeneration that are often missing in the senior diet. They are packed with beta-carotene, which your liver converts into active vitamin A, a nutrient crucial for maintaining the thin layer of cells that protect your skin, joints, and the lining of your blood vessels. Without sufficient vitamin A, your collagen fibers weaken and your skin becomes thinner, leading to the flaky appearance and joint weakness common after 60. A massive 15-year epidemiology study from the Westmead Institute for Medical Research followed thousands of adults and found that individuals who consumed dietary nitrates and carotenoids found in vegetables like carrots faced a significantly lower risk of early-stage age-related macular degeneration. This is vital because 1 in 7 Australians over 50 already shows signs of this incurable vision loss. Carrots also provide a shield against oxidative stress, which prevents the fraying of collagen fibers caused by pollution and everyday wear. To get the most bang for your buck, eat them both raw to preserve vitamin C and lightly cooked with a healthy fat source like olive oil to multiply your beta-carotene absorption. If you don't start making these changes today, you are essentially leaving your health to chance while internal inflammation continues to break down your body from the inside out. Ignoring the dangers of the wrong vegetables will only lead to further joint degradation, brittle bones, and a loss of the independence you have worked so hard to maintain. Your mobility after 60 is worth protecting, so don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden health truths. In our next session, we'll be revealing the 3 healthy snacks that are secretly fueling Alzheimer's risk. You won't want to miss it.